1JB Digital Media welcomes you to this following presentation of Highlanders FC.
Last week, the Highlanders opened their 2024 home slate against the defending OBPL champion, Ohio Premier. And after a scoreless 74 minutes, first-year player Shiko Ichimiya netted the lone goal of the game to lead the Highlanders to victory. Today, the Highlanders take on Ambassador FC here at Bishop Schmitt Field in Wheeling. It's Highlanders FC and Ambassadors FC. Coming up next.
Very nice to have you here in the press box here. Unfortunate injury to be able to start the season here, but really excited to be able to have you on the air here tonight and break down this game for you. It's going to be a good time indeed. You get to watch your 1-0-1 Highlanders take on the Ambassadors, coming off a big 10-0 victory last week at the Ambassadors. So anytime you have a team that puts up double digits, you know they're a team that's really going to focus on offense here tonight. Getting the starting lineup here for both teams.
For your Wheeling Highlander. Number 7, Brody Wall. Number 2, Blair Sinclair. Number 19, Coleman Meredith. Number 15, Taylor McFarland. Number 9, Miguel.
Explore and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation and academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
And welcome back here to Bishop Schmitt Field on the campus of Wheeling University. The Highlanders will be moving from left to right as you are watching live here. They have the all-white uniforms with the blue numbers, the white shorts, and the white socks. The Ambassadors will be moving from right to left. They have, I guess you would call that a sky blue with the blue stripes, and then the sky blue shorts as well. So, Sean, what's it going to take here for the Highlanders to get a big victory here this evening?
I think we're just going to have to really utilize the wing play. Last game, we were good down the wings, and that's how we ultimately scored the 1-0 goal to get the 3 points last weekend. But mainly the midfield, we control the midfield, we win this game.
Absolutely, indeed. And, you know, coming off of that victory, too, against a team last season, against the defending champs in the Ohio Premier, that's a good way to be able to start off the schedule here.
Yes, sir, it is. Just a nice little confidence booster that gets us rolling through the season. Hopefully just pick up 3 points here tonight.
Ball will go out of bounds here as we get underway right off of the opening kick. Go back to the Ambassadors goalkeeper. It said the Ambassadors coming off that huge 10-0 victory last week, and they have the control now in their own end. The Highlanders going to apply some pressure here, down here on the near side. Try to see who that went off of. It will remain Ambassadors' ball here on the throw-in. Highlanders with good defense. Bringing it back the other way here, trying to free somebody up here on the near side. It's Miguel Martin. Good defensive play there by the Ambassadors. Will be a goal kick. Almost a very similar play to how you guys scored against the Ohio Premier there, too, just kind of going in all alone on the breakaway there. Freed him up on the side, and then just a wide open shot to the net last game.
That's what happened exactly last weekend. We had the striker check down, which ultimately forced the center back to come out of position, and our winger just made that amazing inverted run for the goal.
I was kind of surprised, too, the way that the defense kind of converged there. They sent about 3 or 4 men on one, and like you said, it seemed like it was a miscommunication, but I think it was just a brilliant play by the Highlanders to throw off the Premier's defense.
Yeah, Chris, that's mainly just dragging the 2 center backs. If you drag the 2 center backs, you got that amazing, the 50-yard wide open area that either you can have the midfielder or the winger just run into, and you're going to get a chance on goal.
And that was one thing in the early minutes of the last game that I did notice by kind of watching the highlights and everything. The Premier were really tightening things up. Like, they were trying to force the Highlanders into some quick play, but I think that aggressiveness is what led to that goal for Wheeling.
That's all we need during the game, Chris, is intensity. Intensity wins you games.
Ambassadors with control once again. Over to the far side. See the Ambassadors retreating once again back to the goalkeeper. Yeah, this is a team, they have a little bit different look than what I saw last year as well. Ambassadors last year, that kind of had similar uniforms to what the Highlanders had. They had the darker blue, so when I showed up today, it kind of threw me off a little bit with the new colors. But got to say, I definitely like it.
Yeah, I'm also digging the all-white from the Highlanders. All-white always looks good on anybody.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool, too, because you don't see that as much anymore in soccer. You know, a lot of teams like to go with the checkered uniforms or like to go with the different colors, but I love the look. Highlanders with a good look there, but the Ambassadors on defense once again. We're going to have a 1-on-2 coming back the other way. Good defense here by the Highlanders. Ambassadors tried to send the ball back up the field, but the Highlanders were ready for it. Defender Taylor McFarland. It will be a Highlanders throw in here about midfield. Just underway in the match, 0-0. Highlanders are applying that pressure in the offensive side of the on the field here. And back to the goalkeeper. Now the Ambassadors trying to turn up the pressure here a little bit in their offensive zone. Now, what does that do, too, when you might have a team that's laying back a little bit, but then really applying the pressure there in the midfield? That's what you just said a few minutes ago. If you win these battles in the midfield, that's the way that you could win these games.
Yeah, so mainly with teams that sit back, they're just looking for you to make a mistake. Mainly, Ambassadors catch the Highlanders out, and you just get a counterattack, and they're in.
I know one of the first years that I was covering these games, too, I mean, the Highlanders just used speed. They tried to turn every single game into a track meet, and it really, really worked for them, too. But when, like you said, when you have a team that's laying back a little bit, it kind of negates the power of that speed.
Yeah, this year, being at the couple practices, mainly we're all very technical players where we're all on the ball. Like, we can keep the ball, we can keep it moving, like we see here. Not so much speed. We do have a couple speedy wingers, a couple speedy strikers, but mainly just we want to keep the ball and technically move it up the field.
I mean, hey, and if the other team doesn't have the ball, they can't score. So that's one way. You know, sometimes the best defense is a great offense.
Yep.
Bastards with control right in front of us here. About 5:23 into the match here. Highlanders with an opportunity, a shot, and it's going to be called back here for the offsides call. But, man, what an opportunity there for the Highlanders and almost putting one on the board.
Exactly how the goal happened last week. Striker checked back, drew the center back, and the winger was just free on the third ball.
Logan Arrett guilty of that one there for the Highlanders. Thought originally Wheeling kept the ball in there, but they're going to say that it was out of bounds. Will be a throw in here for the Ambassadors. I always like to pause so you can hear the Wheeling in the background too.
They're big. We love having them here. We love them.
The away game that I got to go to last year when they played against Canton Akron, almost the entire Canton Akron team after the game came over and they even told the guys, hey, I respect that. You guys went for the entire game. He said, I can't even say anything. I respect that.
That's they also travel to high school games.
They do.
Around the area. I was lucky enough to be able to play whenever they were traveling. So it was nice to have a voice in the stand, especially in high school games. So it's nice to have a voice. Just clears out the white noise of the game.
It does. That was one thing too. They brought me in for some of the chances. I actually got to carry the skull before the game, so to be a part of that was awesome. But unfortunately, I did not have enough time to learn the chants. But I'm starting to pick up on them now, being in more games and everything.
Yeah, they're a bit unique sometimes. Some of the chants, they're unique. I like them though.
I do too.
They keep the team moving.
Opportunity here for the Ambassadors, one-on-one coming back the other way. Roman Gonzalez there on the defensive play for the Highlanders. Highlanders trying to get some space over on the far side with McFarland. A little bit of room in front of him, trying to free up one of the wingers there on the outside. That's going to be Gregory. Great play to keep it in bounds. Good opportunity here for the Highlanders, and the pass is just a little bit too far. And back the other way come the Ambassadors. That's two different plays there, Sean, that the Highlanders tried to come up the sideline there and then free up somebody across the middle. It's been there both times, just unfortunately the pass is just not being completed. Another opportunity here, though, for Wheeling. It's a shot and just goes wide on that opportunity. Mark Donnelly right there in the slot, just a little bit far of that far post.
Exactly how the last chance happened, going right down the wing and just passing it right in the middle.
Now, what's been there
some
both
of the
times,
bit-
we're going to actually get an opportunity here on this replay. Another opportunity here, though, for Wheeling. It's a shot and
if it
just
could have
goes
hugged that post
wide
right there. The
on
goalie
that
had
opportunity.
no
Chance at getting that one. 8:33 into the match here. Still no score. Now, what's been, some of the biggest differences, between playing high school ball and then, playing here with the Highlanders at that level?
So I came from a very successful high school where we were district champs, regional final appearance, and we overall played. My junior year, the biggest accomplishment was that we beat the West Virginia State champions, Morgantown. But I would say the biggest change between the two is just the speed of play and the physicality. Because it's like high school. When you come in as a freshman, you're going against 18-year-olds, and you're 15, your body's not quite there yet. That also comes with college. You're a freshman, you're 18, 19 years old, going against full-grown men who are practically just always in the gym every day because they got nothing else better to do in college.
Have you seen a big difference between playing the college game and then playing here?
Not really. Actually, I find this a little bit better and quicker because it's a mix of just the best players from around the area. Where in college, you know, you have the mix of players. But here, it's always a high level and the pace is always there.
And that was the one thing with the past few years too. You had a lot of Wheeling and West Liberty guys.
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to Vitor Odzuka last year. He did color for one of the first games, and I said, "Man, it's got to be crazy. You guys are trying to kill each other during the college season, and all of a sudden you got to turn around and be teammates in the summer."
Yeah, that's the thing. Come back to high school is some of these guys I've played for Ryan Wall for the past decade. I've known these guys. Some of these guys are like my brothers, and playing against them in high school, and then finally being able to come back and play with them for Highlanders, it's been great.
That's what makes it nice too when you don't have to play against the really good players. They're actually part of your team now, and it makes you better, and it makes your teammates better too. Speaking of the physical play here, right in front of us, actually really good job there by the Ambassadors to be able to keep the ball in play here. Physicality turning up in the early minutes of this game. Now playing for Coach Wall, I'm sure you and Brody have played together, and I think you guys played against each other a few times in high school.
We have, yes. I've played against Brody 3 times. I've played with Taylor. I've played with, where's he at? I've played with Ethan. I've played with Devin, Matt. They're all on the bench featuring tonight. But overall, he's bringing the band back together as we were little. So it's nice to finally see everybody, catch up with everybody after college. So it's just nice to see everybody.
Now you're going into your sophomore year next year
sir.
at Muskingum? Awesome. Another opportunity here for the Ambassadors coming back the other way, one-on-one, able to get around into the slot, a shot, and it goes off the crossbar. What an opportunity there for the Ambassadors.
Just took one out of the Highlanders playbook, going right down the wing and passing it right towards the center.
Yeah, you had 90 there from the Ambassadors, able to get around the defender. I thought he was going to take the shot, but then he found one of his teammates just wide open there right at the top of the box. So each team with a great scoring chance just over 10 minutes into the first half. Now, do you have a lot of your teammates from Muskingum? Are they playing in this league anywhere or with any other teams?
I have a couple teammates who are playing for Greater Columbus in Columbus. I had a teammate try out here. Unfortunately, didn't make it, but I'm mainly the only one. I'm actually playing against there's a guy on this team who I actually play against in the conference in the OAC in college. So it's always like, oh, I get to play against you, and I see you here, and now you're my teammate.
I did notice with some of the teams that a lot of Mount Union guys. There was another college that I saw quite a few.
I think I recognize some of the guys from Ambassadors. I believe one of them plays for John Carroll.
Yeah, John Carroll was the other one I saw quite a few. Corner kick up coming here for the Highlanders, Ethan Gregory. Or check that, taking this will be Logan Arrett. Corner kick here, try for the Highlanders. Good opportunity in front, but just a little bit too many blue jerseys in the vicinity. And back the other way come the Ambassadors. They have numbers if they hurry. 3-on-2 back the other way. Great defensive play there by the Highlanders to stop that odd man rush. Like you said, it seems like the Ambassadors are trying to do the same thing. They were kind of sitting back a little bit, but now they're trying to really use the sidelines to their advantage.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's counterattacks. If you sit back, they're hoping for the counterattack.
Another opportunity over on the far side for the Ambassadors, but the Highlanders have numbers this time around. Gets it back down to the corner. Back out in front. Shot here and a save by the goalkeeper. Another big opportunity there for the Ambassadors. Same player wearing number 21. Ball still in play here. Ambassadors with control. Another opportunity in front. Right there is Brody Wall on defense. And the Highlanders will have a goal kick here, so just another big opportunity there for the Ambassadors. I think 21 out there in blue, I mean, he kind of surprised that he saw himself right there, but it was just a quick shot right off the left foot. Saved by the Highlanders goalkeeper.
That's what in those moments you think, oh, just slide it in the corner. But those moments, just your heart's racing and mistakes are bound to happen.
And that's the thing. I mean, he had 2 or 3 white jerseys converging on him there too. So, I mean, I like what he tried to do, just getting that quick kick. But the goalkeeper in the right position there for the Highlanders. A foul on the play. This one coming up against the Ambassadors. Highlanders trying to free up here on the outside. Opportunity in front here. Shot. It's going to go off of one of the Ambassadors' defenders and then kicked out of bounds. Great opportunity there by Miguel Martin. Teams just exchanging great scoring opportunities back and forth here in this one. 15:45 into the match. Still no score. Good opportunity in front there by Martin. It's just going to go right beside that post again. Looked like he almost kind of had to get the shoulder on that one. Couldn't quite get the header.
Just got to get whatever you can on it. Hopefully it hits the net.
I think that's one thing, too. I don't think people realize the speed that a soccer ball actually travels either.
Yeah, you got cross coming in, low, hard cross. It's really hard to time it, and especially just put it where you want to put it. If anything, just get a foot on it.
Just like right there on the slide tackle try there by the Highlanders, but the Ambassadors maintain possession around midfield. Trying to free up that wing over on the far side like they did earlier. Using every inch of the field here to be able to bring it down back into the corner. Ball just out of reach for the Ambassadors. Highlanders will take over about 17 minutes into the match here. Now, do you have any of the professional teams that you follow? I know one of them that I was really following this year was the Columbus Crew. Made a pretty decent run. I know they lost their, but I mean, I'll tell you what, just the way that not just the city of Columbus surrounded that team, but just soccer fans in general, just getting around that team and the run that they were making.
Yeah, especially out west from here, the soccer culture is growing so fast where people are realizing, hey, this is a interesting and competitive sport that can be played around the world.
Yeah, I haven't been to a game at the new stadium. I was at the old stadium when they were at the fairgrounds, but I haven't been to the new one yet. I've been inside it, but I definitely want to get out there for a game.
That's what I was fortunate enough to ref a game in the new stadium.
Were you?
Yes, I was. High school teams from the area, like Columbus, Zanesville area, they support, get money, and hopefully it's a price to play in there, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It is, dude, and I mean, it gets you in a pro arena, or excuse me, a pro stadium, and it gets you in front of, hey, maybe pro scouts, seeing kids at a young age being able to showcase their skills in a big stadium like that.
Yeah, especially my freshman year, I was fortunate enough to actually play in it, but freshman I didn't play, but I was there, I was supporting the team.
Is that where did they do the High State Championships there?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know before that I knew they did it at some of the various universities, but I thought for sure they had moved it to the Crew Stadium.
And they usually pack the Crew Stadium pretty well for the championships. You got both sides, schools, and everyone from around the school area just goes to the game, and it's looking at video of it. It's packed. It looks like it's a real Columbus Crew game from just the one side.
Yeah, that's what you love to see. Highlanders with the throw-in opportunity here. Right about midfield. Yeah, I was actually up there for a Blue Jackets game at the same time that the Crew was playing. It's just really neat to see all the black and gold and then the blue coming back the other side for the Blue Jackets. And coming back in blue is the Ambassadors with an opportunity. Big slide tackle there. Shot opportunity, and it's going to be blocked by Taylor McFarland. Great job by Taylor on that one to be able to sacrifice his body and make that block.
Yeah, taking those to the side, it'll leave a mark. Let me tell you, it'll leave a nice little soccer ball. You'll be able to see the outline on your thigh.
So it will be a throw in there for the Ambassadors. They're definitely a team that likes to use their speed.
Yeah.
I mean, they were kind of laying back for the first 10 minutes, just seeing what the Highlanders were going to bring on, but now they have really turned up the pressure, especially on offense. Opportunity there, roll harmlessly to the goalkeeper.
It's almost like the game plan for the Ambassadors was to tire out the Highlanders in the first 10 minutes to get them sweating, and now here they come full force.
Ambassadors will have another opportunity here coming back the other way, just 20 minutes into the match here. That was Randy Harris that had the last opportunity there for the Ambassadors. Free kick coming up. So we'll take this for the guys in blue. Looks like Joshua Lord be on the free kick here for the Ambassadors. Oh, almost right at the top of the box there.
It's a really dangerous position here.
Yeah, definitely a great position for that free kick. There's an opportunity here by Lord. Well, if we were playing football, he'd have the 3 points for getting it through the uprights.
Yeah.
But well over the crossbar there. Highlanders dodge a bullet. Now, what have you seen out of the Ambassadors here within these last few minutes? I mean, they've had about 3 or 4 really good opportunities. What have you seen out there?
They're very patient on the ball. They're willing to hold up the ball and wait for teammates to come and support them. You'll see on the wings, they'll hold the ball up and wait for a midfielder to come support, or they're willing to take the defender one-on-one.
Like I said, these sidelines too, I mean, that's been where they've kind of had their bread and butter. So good opportunities in the middle, but that's where you really appreciate that defense of the Highlanders, just being able to come back together and make those golden opportunities a little harder. Throw an opportunity here for the Ambassadors. .22:35 into the match here, still no score. Comes the Highlanders with an opportunity back the other way here. Martin over on the side tries to get it toward the net, and the goalkeeper with the save there for the Ambassadors. Gavin Ernst, goalkeeper for the Ambassadors. Ambassadors slowing things down again there in the defensive end. Forcing the turnover there for Wheeling. Number 21, Mark Donley. Then the Ambassadors get it and come back the other way. Ambassadors have numbers. Going back over to the far side, leaving it off there for Harris. Opportunity there and a good block by the Highlanders defense. Ambassadors maintain control on the outside and great defensive play by the Highlanders to try to give themselves a breather. LaShawn, what were you looking for out of your team on that one? You were waving here in the box. Well, what?
That was I just wanted them to get up because you gotta push the offside line because if the wingers are up and they made a run, they're 20 yards offside. You get the defense up, might be able to get a fortunate offside call from the AR.
Great observation there by you. But, yeah, like I said, I love the animation here in the box. I'm still learning the game myself. So, like I said, having an expert like yourself in the box really makes this broadcast. Ambassadors with an opportunity here on the outside, sending it cross field. Opportunity here. Parker Sisser. Tries to kick it back in there, but too many white jerseys in the vicinity. However, a turnover by the Highlanders. Ambassadors maintain control in their offensive end. Ambassadors, another opportunity in front here. It's going to be a shot. Just going to go wide there of the post. Benjamin McCauley was on the opportunity there for the Ambassadors. Be a goal kick here for the Highlanders. Highlanders get control here on the outside. Like I said, both teams just exchanging good opportunities here, and the Ambassadors' defense tightening up there in the middle, but the Highlanders maintain possession. Bringing it back down in now is Gregory, sending it towards goal, and a nice header try there. And the goalkeeper making the save. Good opportunity there for the Highlanders, just not able to capitalize on that one.
Exactly what we talked about earlier, that wing play. Wing play is going to be so vital in this game. We had number 10 dribbling down the line and got a nice crossing.
Ambassadors with control coming back the other way here. There's Caesar again. Another opportunity for the Ambassadors. Highlanders get the ball and bring it back down the other way here. Martin with an opportunity here on the sideline. Looked like he was rolled over in front of us. We couldn't quite see. Tent kind of restricting our view there. But the Ambassadors maintain control here at midfield coming into their offensive side. Trying to send it down the sideline here for Caesar. Gets it down low, tries to get it inside the box. Ambassadors with control again. Caesar looking in front, good. Great defensive play there by the Highlanders. Roman Gonzalez in on defense there for Wheeling. Throw-in opportunity here for the Ambassadors. Each team subbing in and out here. Sam Hershey on the throw-in here for the Ambassadors. Get to try it a second time. It will be a foul up here against the Ambassadors. Will be the Highlanders' ball.
Again, those moments in the corner are tough to defend. You have so many ways to get out. Nice long throw in, but you don't know. You have the nice short throw cross. You got the short throw pass back 1-2 through ball. Those are always nerve wracking as a player.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. That was one thing when I played amateur soccer. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be the one throwing it in, please. Ambassador's going to knock this one out of bounds. Throw in opportunity here for the Highlanders. A few more subs coming into the game for the Ambassadors. I got to ask, too, on, a lot of times on the fouls, is it required that the officials come up and tell the player what they did, or maybe if there's an argument, the officials say, hey, this is what you did?
It's dependent on the foul. If it's a nice little just shoulder check, you know what you did. You'll sit there and be like, oh, I didn't do that. You did it. But sometimes if they like genuinely questioning, like if I come through a player stomp on his foot, ref didn't see it, and the guy starts screaming, hey, ref calls it, it'll come up, explain to you, hey, you did this, you did that. This is what you could do. So some refs will give you advice on how to actually foul somebody. I've had a ref give me advice on how to foul somebody.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, overall, it's a big 50-50. Either they'll come tell you what it is, or they'll not, because you'll know what you did.
I'm always curious to ask that question because you see it in basketball a lot of times. I mean, obviously there's a lot of complaints when a foul's committed, but so the officials tell them. But I will say, especially being a PA announcer in hockey, it is a lot different in hockey. More than likely, you are not getting an explanation.
Yeah, with hockey, there's also the signs where it could either be tripping or high sticking or boarding. With soccer, they just blow the whistle and point which way the ball's going.
Yeah, even in my playing career in hockey, it was really rare that a ref would actually take the time and be like, all right, well, this is how you committed the trip.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait a minute. He skated over me. Like, how am I getting called for this? Good physical play here. Sisser on the far side, and it's going to be freed up as it bounced off of a Highlander there, but the shot goes wide, so the Highlanders catching a break there. Sean, just kind of an unfortunate bounce right off of one of the Highlanders defenders and right into the waiting legs of Sava Cernak.
Let me tell you, those suck. Those are horrible. Just the unlucky bounce, and the guy just miraculously just threw on goal, and you're like, what happened?
And that's the one thing. It seems like it always happens in sports like soccer, sports like lacrosse.
Yeah.
I mean, hockey, too, you see it all the time because, I mean, my goodness, you're playing with a rubber disc on ice. But, like you said, those bad bounces sometimes can come back to bite you. Corner kick here for the Ambassadors is going to be a low one. Great defense there by the Highlanders, but the Ambassadors maintain possession in their offensive end. Ball way up into the air, one of those 50-50 balls, but the Highlanders coming down with it here, trying to send it back the other way. Now the Highlanders have possession and free up Martin here on the outside. Highlanders have numbers, and a great defensive play there by the Ambassadors as they bring it back the other way. Ambassadors still have the ball over in the corner. A lot of contact, no call. Ambassadors have the ball back the other way. So I kind of paused there. I was like, all right.
With those type of fouls, you'll have the fans be like, oh, foul, foul, foul. The thing is, he got the ball, then the man. If you get the man, then the ball, then yes, it is a foul.
And that's the thing, too. It happens so quick out there. I mean, as players, like I said, you got to be able to understand that. There we go. Now we got the lights on there. I thought head coach Ryan Wall was saying that up to us. I'm like, I don't know where the lights are in this building. Somebody pay the electric bill. Turn them on. Say it might be kind of hard to play in the dark.
Been there, done that.
But, yeah, I mean, back to my point there, too. I mean, that's why I said, I don't think people, a lot of these plays will happen so quick where, like you said, player gets the ball and then gets the player next and fouls aren't called.
That's what people don't quite understand with soccer. If you think, oh, you touch him, bang, foul. No, it's if I get the ball, then the man, then it's a clean tackle because I came for the ball. If I come through and get the man, then the ball, then I'm going for the man instead of the ball. Therefore, it is a foul.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely a judgment call. But, I mean, with the officials being closer to the play, I mean, that, being an official. Looks like actually we might have a slight problem here with the lights. Is it's kind of they're on, but they're turning back off at the same time. So I said I don't think somebody did pay the electric bill here. For some reason they're not coming on. Ambassadors with another opportunity here. Frees up a man here on the side, just unable to control the ball. Getting it over there on the near side for the Ambassadors. John Sidlowski. Highlanders with great defense. Controlling it here on the near side. Trying to create some space to get it out of their defensive zone here, and they do. Unable, to control that one is Logan Arrett. Ball will roll out of bounds here. Will be a Highlanders throw-in. Another thing I always got to ask too. I mean, is it tough during the game? You got the fans going, you got players yelling from the benches. Is it hard to kind of concentrate on like what exactly you need to do, or who you actually have to listen to?
It is, because either you're gonna have like my father yelling in the stand or my coach yelling. So you're like, who do I listen to? It's honestly, you just got to zone in, get in that flow state to where, okay, I'm going to do me. If I need an adjustment, I'll make the adjustment.
But especially, having a father like yours that knows the game very well, I'm sure you had plenty of instructions shouted your way. Highlanders with an opportunity back the other way, just not home there for Ethan Gregory. The Ambassadors will get possession once again. Ambassadors here on the near side, Michael Kane. Getting it over to the middle here. Highlanders maintaining possession here on defense. 36-25. Into the first half here, still 0-0. Interception there by the Ambassadors. They bring it back with numbers once again. No shot on the play, but that is going to be a foul on there. I think
it's a penalty.
Is it a penalty kick?
Yeah. He unfortunately just got in the way of the man and pulled on him.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a free kick in general or the actual penalty kick. Looks like we are going to get the penalty kick. Setting up for this one for the Ambassadors. Jamon McCourt. Rather large roster here for the Ambassadors.
Yeah.
That's why it took me a second to find it.
I don't see that many players on the bench.
Yeah, unfortunately, numbers on numerical order here. But it will be McCourt here on the opportunity on the penalty kick. Sets up, takes a shot, and it is a goal for the Ambassadors. Jamon McCourt with that one, and the Ambassadors take a 1-0 lead. Now on the penalty kicks, I mean, from your perspective, is it harder on the players or is it kind of harder on the goalie, you think?
Way harder on the goalie, because either I'm picking the way you go. So if goalie's like, okay, I'm going to dive to my right, there is like, I believe it's a 25% chance that you even get a finger to it, because you have people like Miguel Martin who could just put a 40-mile-an-hour ball from 12 yards out right in the top left corner. So it's really just banking on where the player goes. The goalkeepers have their little tricks where you can see, okay, it's in their hips and their eyes, but pretty much you slot it in the corner. No keepers getting there.
Right. Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. Like you said, the percentage levels in soccer compared to any other sport is just so much higher when it comes to penalty kicks or penalty shots. 1-0 in favor of the Ambassadors. 38-36 here into the match, but the Highlanders turning up the pressure to try to get that equalizer. Martin getting back to the ball here. So down here on the near side to Arrett. Getting back over to the far side. Great defense by the Highlanders in their offensive end. Looking for an opportunity here on the outside. Sends one toward goal. Great job by the Highlanders to keep that one in. Trying to get that equalizer. And, great opportunity there for the Highlanders again. Great hustle. But it will be Ambassador's ball here on the goal kick.
It's unfortunate we didn't have a white shirt crashing.
Was that on the one that went, we're actually going to have a yellow card coming up here? I guess it's going to go against Miguel Martin. It was away from the play, so I'm guessing something was said that the official did not appreciate.
Yes, it is very easy to get a yellow card. The official has very easily hurt emotions. Let's say that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they weren't exchanging grandmother's favorite recipe here for the weekend. Goal kick there for the Ambassadors. It's a good one. Controlling the ball over on the far side. They have a few guys wide open here on the near side. Ambassadors bringing it back the other way here on the outside. That's Kane. Kane trying to dribble in a shot, and a great block there once again by the Highlanders. Ambassadors maintaining control here in front of the Highlanders bench. But Wheeling able to get the steal and had numbers coming back the other way, just a little too far out of the reach for Matthew Lute. Ambassadors have possession once again, just over 40 minutes here in the first half. Ambassadors up 1-0 in this one. Highlanders here. Another opportunity, but a good slide tackle there by the Ambassadors. That was number 6, Jacob Arani. Highlanders with an opportunity back the other way, and a save there made by the goalkeeper, Gavin Ernst. Yeah, it was one thing I was looking at the Ambassadors there in the offseason on their social media pages. They, just like the Highlanders, they were announcing a lot of their players, and then they actually released their roster, and I was like, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's one of the largest rosters I've seen.
Big summer roster it could be dangerous because then you're keeping players healthy on down game. So you got a down game, you got to keep your starting 11 healthy, especially if they're going to go far this year.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was trying to look at. I was like, all right, is there a roster limit, or how exactly does that work? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull up the rules on that one. 42-13 into the match here. Both teams were back and forth right in the beginning of this half, but it has been the all Ambassadors since then scoring the goal and then maintaining control of the ball. Highlanders with an opportunity back the other way. Great play there in midfield. Superb footwork there. The Highlanders with an opportunity on the outside. That's Matthew Lute, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds. Should be a throw in here for the Highlanders. Believe that's Coleman Meredith with the throw in there. That's the thing, it's kind of hard to see on the very, very far side of the field there. Ooh, have a collision there. Logan Arrett.
There you might have a couple people question the foul. I believe number 8 for Ambassador just went totally for the white.
Yeah, it's one thing, I noticed, with watching soccer a lot in the last few years is anytime they go up and collide, it's just the judgment call.
Yeah.
Miguel Martin here with the opportunity for Wheeling. 43-45 into the first half. Ambassadors building that wall here. We'll see what Martin decides to try to do with it. There's a shot by Martin. Bounced off of one of the defenders, but right into the waiting hands of the goalkeeper, Gavin Ernst. Ambassadors bringing it down the other way here. Kicking it back to Ernst is going to send one downfield. Ambassadors trying with control here in the final minutes of the first half. Jacob Arani bringing it down the field. Highlanders now with numbers coming back the other way. Trying to free up a man. It's Miguel Martin. He has some room on the outside, has loot down the middle, and he's going to be pushed down from behind. And the ball's going to roll out of bounds.
From up here, it looked like his little two hands in the back.
Yeah, I think we're getting a yellow card here against the Ambassadors, and we are. Guilty party on that one. Now, I thought that was Sam Hershey, but actually,
we have a penalty.
Logan Scherer.
We have a penalty for the Islanders.
The penalty kick upcoming here for Wheeling. So actually, yeah, they're going to say it is a throw-in. Matt Lute shaking up on the play. He was the one that was shoved down from behind. Get a look at the replay there. Like I said, just shoved down from behind. Here's the throw in here for the Highlanders. Right into a sea of blue jerseys, but the Highlanders here with still a few opportunities. Ball bounces over the head. It's an open net. Goal! Logan Arrett breaks the tie there, and the Highlanders are on the board. Misjudgment there by the goalkeeper for the Ambassadors. And then it was Arrett right there to hit it off his head into the goal there. And Sean, that's a big one before heading into the half.
That is a confidence booster. You're ready to go. You're back at even.
So here it is, bouncing right over the head of the goalkeeper. And then Arrett just right there and puts it into the corner of the net to make this another draw in this one.
Looks like the goalkeeper stuttered thinking the center back was going to go up for it. Just a miscommunication on the Ambassadors.
That's a very good outlook by you, too, because like I said, I couldn't tell if he just misjudged it or if he was expecting the defender. But, yeah, on second look there, it definitely looks like he thought the defender was going to get it. So the Highlanders now with the momentum here. 47-17 remaining here in the first half. You know, it is funny, as you can hear the wheeling here in the background, when we've gone to these stadiums where you can't see the time, they actually have a chant where they ask the officials for the time. I absolutely love it.
I don't think I've heard that one yet.
Yeah, it is. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but when we come back here for the second half, I will definitely find out from those guys which that one is. But heading into the half here, the Highlanders and Ambassadors all tied at 1. And like I said, Sean, I think it really comes down to that last goal there before the half. That's the big one.
You're drawing it even. You're back to 0-0. You're coming out to a brand new game. It's like you're starting a brand new game, like I just said. You're 0-0, got a nice goal, and hopefully get a couple more.
Carrying the momentum there into the half. Sean O'Grady, I'm Chris Thoburn. We'll be back for the second half. Highlanders, Ambassadors, all tied at 1.
Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation and academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
Visit Wheeling, West Virginia.
between the Highlanders and the Ambassadors. I'm Chris Thoburn alongside of Sean O'Grady. And, Sean, what adjustments would you like to see out of your guys here going into the second half?
Just watch the second ball runs. They're always just bouncing off the striker, hitting it right outside. They just got to make sure you got a man tracking the outside run, or else they're going to score another 2-3 goals.
It looks like we have a different goalkeeper in down there for the Ambassadors. Benjamin Kovacic. Now the goalkeeper for the Ambassadors. That is one thing that I've seen a lot more in this league than I've seen in any other soccer league, was teams switching the goalies at the half.
That's what, for some reason, they try to split it 50-50. I don't know. I prefer the one keeper personally, but, I mean, if you got two really good keepers on the same team, might as well split it 50-50.
Have an injury there over on the far sideline for the Highlanders. All going to be kicked in here by Wheeling. Dribbling it here on the near side is Coleman Meredith. Kicked out here by the goalkeeper on the goal kick for the Ambassadors, just underway here in the second half. Highlanders with a late goal in the first half. Answering the Ambassadors back. Scored right around the 33-minute mark. Highlanders with some numbers back the other way. Big opportunity here trying to split the defense was Arrett. Be kicked out of bounds there by the Ambassadors.
Very strong start here.
Definitely putting the pressure on. It'll be a corner kick here for Wheeling. So their try there by Wheeling, and a big save there by the goalkeeper. Kovacic on the save there. Like you said, Sean, at the end of that first half, when the Highlanders got that goal, and then you get two big opportunities to begin the second half, definitely keeping the momentum in your favor.
Yeah, they're going to be up, they're going to be ready to go, and they're just going to constantly push that back line. They're just going to keep going at them. Keeper's going to get tired. They'll all start getting into each other's heads, and that's when you just strike. That's when you get the goal.
And it seems like too that Coach Wall has really turned up the pressure here in the first few minutes here of the second half.
Yeah, they seem to really want it now. Like Wall lighted a fire inside of them. Like, hey, let's go. We can win this game.
And, with soccer being such a long game, too, I mean, I've always felt that in the beginning, even though you may know each other, you may know what you're up against, there's still that kind of, like, feeling out process. And then it's like, all right, we're going with this game plan right now.
Yeah, I would say the feeling out process around the first 10 to 20 minutes where you see, like, who's their X factor,
And we have a shot there for the Highlanders, and another big goal. Chico Ichimiya with the goal there for the Highlanders, and they take their first lead of the game, 2-1. But, Sean, just like you said, you find the X factor there. Second goal of the season there for Chico.
That's what they needed. Confidence is going to be high. Momentum is going to be high. They're going to keep going. They just can't get gassed. Not too high. As Wall likes to say, just don't overheat. Keep going, but don't overheat.
I really like that analogy. I've never even thought of it. Here is the rebound. Oh, check that. I actually had the wrong player. I apologize.
I didn't see who got their last touch on it.
Shimon Ichimiya. I apologize. Yeah, it was 18 and not 10. Great shot into the corner. Testing the new goalkeeper early. And maybe that's another thing. Coach Wall saw that, they were bringing in a new, I don't want to say cold goaltender, but not the same goaltender that started the game.
That's why he doesn't know, like, the way people are going to shoot, the way that people are going to come across the box. It's all new to him. He's seeing everything new for the first time in the first 5 minutes of the game.
I mean, yeah, and, warm-ups were just over an hour ago, too. So, yeah, they are a little bit cold, so why not challenge them right away? Now the smoke is cleared there from the – I love the goal celebrations with the blue smoke. But unfortunately, it came right in front of us at the beginning of the game, too, and it was a little bit harder to see. Ambassadors with numbers coming back the other way. Pass is going to go well behind the winger there. Ambassadors still with control here on the near side, kicking it back out to around midfield, then sending it back in, going right on the foot of somebody in a blue jersey. Once again, another opportunity on the outside for the Ambassadors. Ball will be kicked out of bounds. Great defense there by the Highlanders. So now the Ambassadors find themselves down 2-1. At the 53:05 mark here. Another opportunity here for the Ambassadors. Here's a shot, and it's going to go well wide.
Bit of a miscommunication there from the Highlanders. Oh, we got a corner.
Oh, so they're going to say that it did go off one of the Highlanders players. So, like you said, corner kick coming up here for the Ambassadors. I didn't see the ball change direction.
That's what it might have had to be, the slightest nick.
Yeah. Here's the corner kick here for the Ambassadors. It's going to be a high, hard one, and up and over the net there. Another big opportunity for the Ambassadors. So ever since the Highlanders took the 2-1 lead, the Ambassadors have been firing back the other way. But even with the lead, that's one thing I like to see the Highlanders do here is, once again, still test the new goaltender in Kovacic. Oh, Martin might have had an opportunity there. I thought I was going to get over the defender's head. Highlanders with control.
Just need to calm the game down. That's all they need to do is just calm the game down. They got it.
Good opportunity here once again for the Highlanders. Ball will be kicked out of bounds for the Ambassadors. Yeah, when you went down early and then you have 2 straight goals to take the lead, you tend to just be playing with that extra fire. But sometimes, like you said, just got to calm it down and get back to the fundamentals and do the right things. Highlanders going to draw a foul here on the Ambassadors. Highlanders here with a free kick after the foul. Brody Wall. Sent a nice kick in there, and the goalkeeper,
It's a bit unsure on whether to grab it or punch it.
Yeah, he had to punch that one away, and now the Highlanders an opportunity here on the outside. Controlling the ball there on the far side. A little bit of room for Wheeling, but it goes away quickly, and back the other way come the Ambassadors with speed. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Very battle going on there in the corner. Players collide over there on the far side. One player for the Ambassadors still down. It looks like he might need some medical attention out there on the field. There's the play right there. Goaltender, like you said, he was kind of playing center field there for a second. Looked like he was going to grab it and then had to punch that one away.
Yeah, you would think like maybe just nice little calm down, get in it, but decided just to take the safe route and get it out. When in doubt, get it out.
If you'd like to see your business or organization sponsoring the Highlanders here, make sure you get a hold of the Highlanders staff. Sponsorship opportunities available all season long. Ambassadors with control again on the outside, and the great job by the Highlanders to be able to bunch up and get the ball out of harm's way. Ambassadors sending one back in, will go out of bounds once again. got to be nice, too, for the team, to be able to have back-to-back home games to start out the season, too. But then, sometimes you kind of like those road trips, too. You get the camaraderie and stuff when you guys are on the road. But, it is always nice to play in the friendly confines, too, of your own home stadium.
It is, but especially the road trips, you get to meet and know everybody.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck in a bus for 2 to 3 hours. You get to be like, you get to know everybody, everything they like. You guys get to become really close.
Yeah, being an ex-hockey player, I've had many of that. Hence why I'm still trying to get down with the terminology. It's a goalkeeper, not a goaltender. I do apologize, folks. I feel like I've had to say that, though, for the past 2 years, being a hockey guy. A lot of similarities, but a lot of differences, too. About to hit the 58-minute mark here of the match. 2-1 in favor of the Highlanders. That's what I said. It was definitely a juggernaut start to the season here for the Highlanders. I mean, you have to face the defending champs, and then you have another team that comes in and just scored 10 goals in their previous game. That's the thing with this league, though, too. I think everybody from top to bottom is just so evenly matched.
Yeah, you might, for some teams like the Ambassadors, like they might play a lower level like team in the league, and they'll be like, oh, okay, might be a little like pickup game, but no, like teams are here to play and they want to compete, they want to win.
Highlanders with the throw in here. They keep control of the ball. Ambassadors a little bit extra pressure now, being down 2-1. Oh, we're going to have a foul on that play. Coleman Meredith on the foul there for Wheeling. Trying to see who the injured player there is for the Ambassadors. Able to get up on his own power. Number 90, Randy Harris. There's the contact there. It just seemed like both legs just kind of got wrapped up there with Coleman Meredith.
Yeah, whenever you get your leg wrapped up, that's always going to go against you. Ref's going to call that every time.
Good move on the outside here by the Ambassadors, but an even better job by Logan Arrett, who had the equalizer here for the Highlanders. Be a corner kick here for the Ambassadors. Topher Garcia. Here's the kick from Garcia. It's a line drive, got through almost everybody there on the field. And we'll have another corner kick coming up on the other side for the Ambassadors. That was a missile coming across there. It was like a line, just straight line drive.
Yeah, those driven corner kicks are always, you take one of those off the head, it's you'll feel it.
Ambassadors sending one toward goal. Knocked down on the play, but out of bounds. Logan Scherer. One knocked out, one out of bounds for the Ambassadors. Clock strikes over the 60-minute mark. 2-1 in favor of the Highlanders. Well, the foul here again would be Coleman Meredith. There'll be another free kick there for the Ambassadors.
Coach of the Ambassadors, they're really trying to get Coleman that red card, or that yellow. I thought he was already on the yellow.
So Topher Garcia here on the free kick. Yeah, I think Miguel had the one yellow.
That's what that's.
So Garcia here on the kick. Looks like it bounced off of a couple players there. Be a throw-in opportunity here for the Ambassadors. Jordan Atkins. It'll be Highlanders ball. At the 62-30 mark here of this match. Ambassadors control the ball in the defensive zone. Highlanders trying to bring it back the other way. Kind of a game of ping pong there as it bounced off an Ambassador player right back to a Highlander to an Ambassador. Ambassadors bringing it back down the other way. Here's Garcia in the slot. Kicks it back out. Ambassadors moving the ball around well. Here's an opportunity inside, but the Highlanders defense standing strong for now. Ambassadors regain control of the ball. And the goalkeeper able to pick it up there for the Highlanders. A lot of pressure from the Ambassadors here in these last 20 minutes.
Highlanders are really starting to lose the momentum. That is not what you need this late in the game.
Yeah, it's like ever since that goal, it's just kind of been a lot of reaction for the Highlanders instead of just taking control. So Ambassadors with the ball once again. Highlanders bringing it back here the other way. Martin with about 4 blue jerseys in the vicinity, and he's going to be tripped up. And it will be Highlanders ball.
It's about the third or fourth time he's tried to get that call, and ref's just not calling it.
Nah. Now the Highlanders have good control, and they were trying to free up Martin on that one. Just way out of his reach there, and it will be Ambassadors ball on the throw-in. This is one of those plays they were going to try to free him up down there along the side, but he would have probably have been well offsides on that one.
Yeah, they're still looking for that wing play.
Defensive play there on the Ambassador side of the ball. Knocking that one away with his head was number 5, Logan Scherer. Ball coming into the stands here, so it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Another throw in here for the Ambassadors. Opportunity here on the outside for the Ambassadors. They're going to send one towards goal. It'll be knocked back out, but still Ambassadors ball. Garcia now with an opportunity, going to put one on goal, and a save there by the goalkeeper. Like I said, a lot of shots here from the Ambassadors, but for the most part have been pretty quality shots.
Yeah, especially from outside the box. Those are hard to hit, honestly. Trying to slide it past the keeper from about 25, 30 yards out, you have to really hit one in order to just slide it right past them.
Yeah, that's what I said. That one there, great job by the Highlanders forcing the shot out. But before that, you definitely had a lot of opportunities inside there for the guys wearing baby blue.
Yeah, the Highlanders are a bit in scary mode right now.
But here comes Miguel Martin back the other way. Only one man to beat, and the goalkeeper, Martin, trying to set it up. Nice slide tackle there by the Ambassadors, and then Martin returned the favor back the other way. Will be Ambassadors' ball. Martin was shaken up on the play. Able to get up on his own power, it looks like. So it will be an Ambassadors throw in. Check that, it will be a goal kick. My apologies.
It's like the Ambassador player really tried to buy that one.
Yeah, I was going to say. Looked like we had a little bit of acrobats going on there. Highlanders there trying to slow things down here, trying to maintain possession here in this onslaught here by the Ambassadors since the Highlanders took that 2-1 lead. Kind of an awkward bounce there. Almost like it hit right off the top of his foot. It just kind of slowly trickled down, but right now it's panning out here for the Highlanders, who had an opportunity there, and it will be a corner kick here for Wheeling. It's just, once again, one of those awkward plays where you didn't know where that ball was going to land. You had two blue jerseys that just stood there and led to an odd man rush the other way for Wheeling.
Yeah, it's a good look and a good confidence booster for Wheeling, finally getting out of their own half.
A corner kick upcoming here for the Highlanders. Here it is. It's a good one coming all the way across. Bounces off the top of a few players' heads. The Highlanders had control momentarily, and the ball will be cleared away by the Ambassadors. Highlanders got to be careful there, as in the vicinity there was Harris. Harris is definitely a burner down there for this Ambassadors team. I mean, the way that he runs the field, he's just so fast.
I would say he is their X factor.
Yeah, I would have to say so.
And then you also had, it was number 21 out there with a few good opportunities. Joshua Lord.
McCourt, the goal scorer for the Ambassadors. It's Mia and Errett for the Highlanders, as Wheeling has a 2-1 lead nearing the 70-minute mark of the match. Ambassadors bringing it back the other way here. Here's Lord in the middle. Kicking it back out, looking in towards the corner here. Ambassadors with an opportunity on the outside, and a great block there by the Highlanders. Ambassadors try to send another long one in. It's going to hit off the top of the head of one of the Wheeling players. Will be a throw in over here on the near side for the Ambassadors. Here's the throw in here for the Ambassadors. Two Highlanders all over Harris there. Another throw in opportunity here. Well, the Highlanders players falling down. Great job by Eric to be able to get right back up. And the Highlanders able to clear this one away. Martin almost with an opportunity there, but shoved one of the Ambassadors players over.
Like I said at the beginning of the half, Highlanders aren't really looking for that second ball. Either it's a 1-2 off the throw, they win the header, they're just not really looking for it. Got to start getting there.
Another opportunity here for the Ambassadors. They had a lot of men in the vicinity. Lord tried to keep this one in, but the ball will be out of bounds. Substitutions coming in here for Wheeling. Going to give Martin a break here after that shove. Like you said, Sean, he has the one yellow card.
Yeah, he's
pretty close to another one
he's
there.
Playing for with fire right now.
I believe he missed the first game of the season, I think.
He missed the last game.
Or last game, yeah,
Yes.
that's correct. So having him back in the lineup, he's definitely been ready to go out there. Probably definitely going to need to see him here in the later minutes of this game, so getting him a break out there as the Ambassadors ready to bring about 4 different players into the game on their side.
Give him a break to cool him down and get him ready for the last maybe 10 minutes.
So substitutions, 4 of them to be exact in here for the Ambassadors. Clock striking right around that 73-minute mark of this match. Throw in here for the Ambassadors. They weren't quite sure who was actually going to throw it in. Now we got the right guy. Be Parker Sisser. On the throw in here for the Ambassadors. Going to send one towards goal. They had a man in the vicinity there.
That was a great ball right into the danger zone.
Great positioning there by the Highlanders too to not allow the man to get to the ball.
That's what's difficult about being a defender is right there you got to track the man and track the ball in the air. You're watching the ball, watching the man. Anything could happen.
And be careful not to foul at the same time.
Yeah.
Will the ball roll out of bounds here? Or do we have a foul before that?
I believe the ball went out of bounds.
So it will be a Highlanders throw in. Just went out a lot earlier than I thought it did. Highlanders with control down low. Sending one towards goal. Highlanders with another opportunity. It's going to go off of a defender. Still loose ball going toward goal. And what an opportunity there. And the goalkeeper able to come up with it. Sean, it kind of looked like that first goal where it bounced over the goalie's head, but on that one, it just kind of bounced up into no man's land.
I thought we were going to have another one, make it 3-1 here.
I did too. I mean, because it was a 50-50 ball between the defender from the Ambassadors and the Highlanders forward. I think that was Ethan Gregory that was going up for that 50-50 ball there. This one going to roll to the goalkeeper, and he's going to want to transition pretty quickly here for the Ambassadors. Great play there by Wheeling. Giving the ball down the other way. Another opportunity here for the Highlanders coming back the other way, but Scherer was right in the vicinity to knock that one away. Have a foul coming up against the Highlanders, so it'll be Ambassadors' free kick. There's that 50-50 ball we were talking about. Oh, the defender just jumping right in front of Ethan Gregory.
Inches, almost. Maybe if he's a couple inches taller, he was winning that.
Yeah, because, I mean, more of the position went to the defender there, but like I said, Gregory was able to get a piece of his head on that one. A big collision here right in front of us. No foul called. Ambassadors ball. We'll have another sub checking in here. Ahmad Jabber. Defender. Highlanders definitely turning up the pressure here on defense as they're going to clear this one away. It's going to be a foot race for the ball, but out of the reach of both players. And it will be a goal kick upcoming here for the Ambassadors. Ambassadors have control after that one. Clock strikes
right around the 77-minute mark here to go in the match. Check that, in the match. Ambassadors, though, an opportunity back down the other way. A lot of bodies falling down on the ground. Ball goes completely out of bounds. Over into the old tennis courts there. I believe that's actually the football equipment area now. Ambassadors here on a quick throw-in, trying to battle it out of that far side corner, and it will be Highlanders' ball.
That ball was out of bounds.
That's what I thought. No call was made, but the ball don't lie, and it will go back to the Highlanders. Highlanders trying to get this one out of their defensive zone, and they do momentarily. Ambassadors still with control of the ball. 2-1 in favor of Wheeling. Ambassadors, though, with an opportunity coming back the other way, and this is the X factor that Sean talked about earlier, but the Highlanders playing great defense. Ambassadors knocking one over, had an opportunity. They had the man right in the vicinity there. It was Parker Cesar, excuse me. Not able to come up with that one, but the Ambassadors still with all the pressure going to send one towards goal. Went off of a Highlanders defender. Another opportunity back the other way for the Ambassadors. And the Highlanders able to clear this one away. Harris has definitely been a problem in the second half.
Highlanders got to slow the game down.
They almost had a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Now, would you like to see the Highlanders back off on the pressure a little bit? Is that kind of like by slowing it down there?
Normally when you're up around a goal or two in the last 10 minutes, they'll start sitting back because the Ambassadors are going to send everything they can at them. They'll start to conserve their energy, so maybe, luckily, if they get a counterattack, they'll go up 2 goals.
I really like that outlook on that, as a shot here from way out goes wide. No, that is a very, very good take. Because, you don't think of it on the defensive side of the game where, you're trying to slow things down. You normally think that when you have the ball, but that is a perfect outlook on it. Clock coming up right on that 80-minute mark here. Goal kick here for the Highlanders, and it's a good one. Highlanders clearing it almost the entire length of the field here. Wheeling also bringing some fresh legs into the game here. Try to hold off on this final onslaught here for the Ambassadors. Great defense there by the Highlanders. Another desperation try for the Ambassadors. Going to hit off the back of one of the Highlanders. Will be a corner kick.
Ambassadors just got the Highlanders by the throat right now. It's an 80-20 ball game right now. They got to start forcing it 70-30, 60-40, try to get some momentum back.
Corner kick upcoming here for the Ambassadors. Here's the corner kick. It's a good one. Try goes off of one of the Highlanders defenders. Not able to clear it as the Ambassadors, maintain possession. Ball is going to go well over the crossbar there. Like you said, Sean, the Highlanders just got to give their goalkeeper and defense a minute to breathe back there.
That's all you need. You give them a quick 2-minute break. Just keep the ball in the other team's half. They'll be good for the rest of the game.
Big goal kick coming up here for Wheeling.
Ambassadors get control there after the goal kick. Great defense there by Wheeling as one of their players was tossed almost 5 yards, and there will be the foul on the play.
This will be the third time I'm saying this, but then again, the Highlanders are not winning the second ball. This is what's losing them the game. Not losing the game, but losing the momentum is the Ambassadors just want the ball. They're getting their first, second balls.
Yeah, like you said, it's always those second chances too. That was Marcus Whalen into the game now, or the Highlanders drawing that foul. Bernardo Vilchis with the long kick here, and it's going to go right to the goaltender. Vilchis, one of the returners on this Highlander squad. Taylor McFarland, another one. Brody Wall. Ambassadors with control here. Try to send one down the field. Great possession and defense there for the Highlanders. Throw in there for the Ambassador. I don't know, that was kind of a 50-50 there. It looked like it went off of an Ambassador before hitting the Highlanders.
Once again, the second balls.
Which will be wheeling ball here on the throw-in. That's two of them almost right in front of us. It could have gone 50-50 either way. So I'll say it's a quick game, especially when it comes to those 50-50 balls. Wheeluck trying to get the Highlanders some more momentum here as they hang on to a 2-1 lead. Coming up on the 85th minute here of this match. Ambassadors bringing it back down the other way. So we had a little friend join us here in the press box. I don't know what that is.
It looks like a cicada.
Yeah, I was going to say cicada, some sort of insect flew in here. Oh, what a play here. A miscommunication from the Ambassadors, and the Highlanders have a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Going to slow things down, and then being tripped up on the play was Ethan Gregory.
Some people there might think, oh, he should have went the goal. But there he's buying time. He's wasting time. We got 8 minutes left in the game, and he's sitting there he's trying to tick the seconds away.
That's what you got to do, absolutely. Trying to go cross field here. This one's going to roll out of bounds and will be a goal kick for the Ambassadors. They're going to send another sub into the game. See who we got here coming in for the Ambassadors. It'll be number 11, Michael Kane, back in. Kane had a few opportunities early in that first half. Kick out here by the goalkeeper. Another opportunity here, one-on-one for the Highlanders. And they force the Ambassadors to knock this one out of bounds. Highlanders throw in.
Here, if the Highlanders just want to sit the game out, they just got to take their time, man. Like, chill out. Chill the game out.
That's one thing I have learned from a Ryan Wall coach team. I mean, it is all gas, high-octane offense and no breaks. I mean, that is just how this team's played.
You don't stop. You keep going.
No, I have definitely enjoyed, watching this Highlander squad and Coach Wall's squad. It's now my third year with the team. Had to miss most of last season, but very glad to be back with you guys again this year. Just a series of unfortunate events last year kind of kept me away, but definitely don't plan on doing that this year.
We love having you here, Chris.
It's good to be back, man. And for those of you that don't know, I've actually known Sean since he was an extremely young man just running around the Naylor game. So getting to call a game with you is an honor.
It's fun, man. First game, Highlanders can't be better.
So when the soccer career is over, we can maybe get you into commentating?
You never know.
I like it.
Hey, they always say sometimes the best players make the best commentators,
Yeah.
too. I know the cliche is, the best players don't always make the best coaches. But I'm telling you, it is correct when it comes to commentators. Players are the best commentators. Highlanders here with another goal kick. Clock striking right over the 87-minute mark. Good position there by the Ambassadors. But the ball falls right into the feet there of the Highlanders. Whalen being worked on the outside. What footwork there by Whalen to be able to keep that one in bounds and keep the Highlanders possession momentarily.
Using their body well here.
They're going to get it back here. Out of harm's way, back to the goalkeeper. Going to try to launch this one down the field, and he does. Another opportunity here for Wheeling. Whalen just playing fantastic. I mean, we didn't see him till the latter minutes here of the second half, but the strategy worked for Coach Wall. He is nice and fresh out there, and that is 2 impressive plays to keep the ball in bounds and Highlanders possession. Ambassadors, though, able to force the turnover and bring it back the other way. Like you said, Ambassadors going to try to bring everything here. Not a good shot choice there from the speedy Harris. Kind of a desperation shot on the outside. Subs coming into the game here for the Ambassadors. Be number 58.
Highlanders are just taking their time, taking the seconds.
Did not have a 58 on the roster. I apologize. But Ashton Farnsworth, I know, is the young man coming in there for the Highlanders. Ashton still had one of the craziest goals that I ever got to call in my whole entire career on a bicycle kick.
I think I've seen a clip of that.
Yeah. The problem is I couldn't see who actually scored it because the sun was directly in our eyes. I just knew the Highlanders scored. Then I went back and looked at the replay, courtesy of 1JB Media here, and I was like, oh, okay, that was Farnsworth on the bicycle kick, and I missed it. Ashton there trying to get position on the Ambassadors defender. Be a header back to the goalkeeper. Clock striking right near that 90-minute mark. See how much time the officials decide to put back on the clock in this one. Highlanders going to send it downfield here. Almost an opportunity there for Wheeling.
For the Highlanders, they're just playing kickball now, just trying to give their defense a breath.
There is the 90-minute mark. Highlanders leading 2-1 in this one. Highlanders going to clear it once again. They have plenty of white jerseys in the vicinity there. There's a steal by Farnsworth, kicking it over on the near side to Whalen. Whalen with that footwork, my goodness. Trying to send one over to Farnsworth. It was kind of an awkward hit off the foot there. That ball definitely had eyes. Trying to get toward the middle. Whalen just unable to get to that one. But great footwork there and pressure from the Highlanders. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that one was played out of bounds.
It looked out from here.
Yeah, I was waiting for the whistle, and there it was. The Highlanders throw in here. They'll launch it downfield. Oh, Farnsworth almost getting behind the defender again. Ball will be kicked into the corner. Go out for a goal kick there, here for the Ambassadors.
This is the breath they need, the Highlanders, and if they want to secure the win, get the 3 points.
Highlanders with an impressive 1-0 victory over the Ohio Premier in the last game and trying to hang on in this one against the high-scoring Ambassador squad. Great defense there by the Highlanders, not taking any chances and clearing that one away again. Now the Ambassadors with a desperation play down the field. You had 2 blue jerseys in the area and only 1 white jersey, and the Highlanders able to come up with it, but then knock it out of bounds. So it will be a throw in here for the Ambassadors. One last attack here for the Ambassadors, as they get set up here for the throw in. There it is. Farnsworth sneaking back up on the defender, on the forward, excuse me. Big opportunity here, and it's going to go off the goalpost.
That was the chance.
And that was Harris. We talked about him all game. Big opportunity there, and kicks it over the crossbar of the soccer net, right off the goalpost of the football net. Coming up on the 93rd minute here, Highlanders hanging on to a 2-1 lead over the Ambassadors. Whalen with the steal, tried to get up to Farnsworth, was just out of the reach of Whalen, and back the other way come the Ambassadors. Ambassadors trying with that last-ditch effort in there. It's going to be knocked out of bounds here. It will go for a goal kick for the Ambassadors. Goalie going to come in on this one. I mean, he is the tallest one out there. I mean, why not? Here's the corner kick try here for the Ambassadors. Highlanders going to hit it away. They have an open net back the other way. Ambassadors with control as the goalkeeper is going to sprint all the way back down the field. Cover his net back up once again. Highlanders going to clear this one away. Farnsworth now one-on-one with the goalie as he got back behind the defense. Unfortunately, just bounced over top of his head. So now he has to slow things back, and back the other way come the Ambassadors, but the Highlanders have numbers back on defense. Another big play there by Wheeling.
You think you have the whistle here soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be. We're in the 94th minute. So it just depends on how much extra time. We did have a little extra injury time there. So the Ambassadors trying another opportunity here, and a big slide tackle by the Highlanders as they try to clear this one away, but it goes out of bounds once again. Another throw in here for the Ambassadors. That's Michael Kane. Kane launching one, was looking for Harris. Ambassadors still have control on the far side, and this one's going to be knocked out of bounds. Check that, it's not Vilch's down. One of the Highlanders are down, able to get up on his own power. Throw-in opportunity by Harris over on the far side. See if he tries to launch one towards goal. Launch it down to the outside. They get it to Harris. Sending one towards goal. It's going to be cleared away. Only one defender back there for the Ambassadors. Cleared away once again by the Highlanders. Whalen in the vicinity there, and another nice clear there by the Highlanders. Ball stays in bounds. Nice slide tackle there on the outside, but the Ambassadors maintain possession over on the far side, and the Highlanders clear another one away. See if this one can stay in bounds. And it will. And that'll do it. The Highlanders, another big victory here at home. A 2-1 win over the Ambassadors. And Sean, just what more can you say about this one? Just what a battle between these two fine clubs.
It's a whole lot of heart from both teams. They both wanted to win. Just one team can only walk out with the 3 points.
So the Highlanders improving to 2-0-1 on the season. And, I mean, what did you see out of your team here tonight? Let's just kind of break down that first half again. The late goal to get the momentum going into the second half. But after the Highlanders get that second goal, the Ambassadors kind of took over there and had the Highlanders on their heels.
That's what I think the late goal in the first half is what won the Highlanders the game. It got the momentum coming in the second half. They ultimately scored off the momentum coming in the second half, bring it up to 2-1, and they just had to play it safe. They didn't need another one, but if they wanted another one, hey, Go get another one. But overall, the Ambassadors played well. Both teams played very well. Again, the Ambassadors had that X factor, number 90, just down the throat of the Highlanders every attack, and we just were able to shut them out.
And so, like, what about the play of the defense there, too? I mean, like I said, the Ambassadors were setting up. They had a lot of good opportunities in the box there, but the Highlanders just building that wall, slide tackling. How about that defense helping out the goalkeeper there near the end?
10 out of 10 performance today from the defense, in my opinion at least. The defense wins games, and I believe they won us the game.
And then, once again, you had the goals there. It's Mia, and then also Errett with the goals in this one for the Highlanders. And then it was McCourt for the Ambassadors, but a 2-1 victory for the Highlanders. So, Sean, final thoughts here on tonight's game?
I believe coming into the weekend, they're going to have high confidence and ready to win and get another 3 points and hopefully might be top of the league.
Absolutely, indeed. And, Sean, like I said, man, it was an honor. It's been a long time coming. I mean, I got to see you play a little bit in your career here, and hopefully the injury heals up pretty quick and we can see you back out on the field. But thanks again.
Thank you,
It was
Chris.
an absolute pleasure. So, once again, from the campus of Wheeling University, the Highlanders pick up a 2-1 win over the Ambassadors. This has been a 1JB Media production. For Sean O'Grady, I'm Chris Thoburn. Thank you so much for joining in here tonight.
Thank you for watching this special presentation of Highlanders FC.